All right, y'all know what time it is. It's Hearthstone time. I hope you guys are all doing well. I don't know. I might be doing some duos later if Chris comes around. I don't know where he's at. He seems like he's being a busy family man, and that's okay because I got some content for y'all. We're going to put it together right now. Looking through the shop as we do, I've noticed a lot of new bobs coming out, but none I'm really happy with. Blizzard, if you want my money, all you got to do is make a Deathwing Bob. That's it. Just make a Deathwing Bob. Make a Bob, but he's Deathwing, but he's Bob. And you win. You get my money. Okay? Super easy. A Tyrael Bob would be great. A Jim Raynor Bob would be great. A Tychus Finley Bob would be great. There's some work that needs to be done on Bobs, but that's okay. We are stuck with lesser pouches. You know, they said they just patched this out. And really quick, because this is my first time doing a solo in a while, let me make sure. Yes. Look at the behind the scenes. Look at this. Look at all this OBSing. Okay, we're good. Just wanted to make sure. You know, I can't tell you the number of times I've recorded a video where it's just the Hearthstone splash screen, or I'm just no microphone or whatever, and it drives me nuts because I do have, usually those are some of my better games, and I'm like, it's not worth posting. But we have the unfortunate lesser pouches on turn 6 and 7 by a lesser trinket. Dragons, Beasts, Mechs, Naga, Murlocs. We're going to re-roll a Captain Sky Craig here. We'll go Vol'jin. Not sure I love that hero based on this layout. The nice thing about Vol'jin is if I do end up getting stuck in Naga, at least I'm going to get a little bit of value on the second Naga's attack. Far too often, I find, we get stuck with crappy Naga where you basically throw your whole hand at one Naga and it just kind of never works out. Thankfully, Elemental are not in the game. I don't really love Vol'jin for Elemental. So maybe Mech? I don't know. We'll have to see what the cards give us. I think my days of calling shots are limited. I have realized trying to force my way into any specific build or tavern doesn't always quite pan out the way I wanted it to. So I find it better to just kind of roll with the punches, so to speak, and to see where I end up. So we're going to go ahead and stick with that, I think, for now. And we'll see how this pans out. That said... Yeah, I don't know. And I also... I've talked about this on the channel before, but I feel like some of the undead are not my favorite. I think undead are in a not good place right now. Although, I say that, again, in a game with not elementals and not with demons, undead might not be bad. Quillboars seem to scale very, very high right now. Elemental are completely off the chart right now. There are a few dragon builds with Obsidian Ravagers that's very, very situational that we get these like ridiculous god builds as well. But for the most part, I would have to say that the in general, undead are just not, I don't think they're in a great place right now. That said, I'm getting a lot of early looks at some mechs. And there's a part of me that wants to just start building off of a mech. Even though a technical elemental into a lolbot could be good. Or a frantic alarm bot into a lolbot could be good. Or a frantic alarm bot into a technical elemental could be good. So we're going to go ahead and say goodbye to this dude here. Let's go ahead and start snapping some minions together. I don't know if I want to freeze on a lullabot or not. I think for now, let's do it. Okay. We'll probably upgrade next turn, though. But I should be okay. Yeah, I'm glad I took that. I got that win. Let's give him a little Murloc wave. Hello. Hello from the winner's lane. It's your friend, Mr. Murloc. Okay, moving on. Now what I'm curious about, I suspect if you magnet, I kind of want to try for science. I'm pretty sure if I swap these two, right? And then I magnetize, he's not going to permanently be a 20, is he? He should drop back down to a 10. But we'll find out after this turn. I don't like any of these minions, but I think this is kind of the no-brainer, at least on the selfless hero for now. All right, so he was a 4. We had him at an 8. Then we magnetized a 10 Lullabot. The Lullabot gains 1 health. His attack after this turn should go back to 10. I think early on, Vol'jin was an exploit. I'm sure that's been patched long ago, where you could basically get a little more value for your buffs. But we'll see. But I'll take the early bubble. It's great. It's going to be a really good build buster. And we should be just fine. So he should drop from 20 down to 10, I think is what's going to happen. And he does. Okay. So they got rid of the fun stuff. I kind of figured they would. All right, we're going to stick with the magnetic here. And we're going to go ahead and... Oh, that's like a horrible mech. What a worthless mech, honestly. That's really sad. We'll go ahead and get some good value out of really anyone. It doesn't matter. Having a minion with that much health is pretty good, especially one that's going to be bubbled. And I probably should have played the point arrow on him to give him a little more attack. But that's fine. We're going to get our first lesser trinket. And sitting on 3 now. If I'm going to stick with mech, what I'm looking for is an Arcanatron. If I want to try to do tavern spells, or if I'm not going to do that, and one I really do kind of need anyway, really, regardless, is a Mechanome Interpreter. Just for the good value there. But I'll take more technical elementals all day long. I'll take some Deflecto bots. If I can start pivoting into some early... Not that I would pivot into cord pullers, but I haven't really seen a lot of those yet. Oh, I didn't even pay attention. This guy beat me. I didn't even see what his build was. That's okay. All right. Discover your first set of a minion, 15/15. Taver offers an extra minion of a higher tier. And this is discover a magnetic mech. Whenever a friendly minion is magnetized, give it an additional 3/3. That's really, really nice. Or a golden every 3 turns. 3/3 is juicy now. Obviously, it's why it's a lesser thing. You're going to be later on. I feel like you're better off. Probably long game is actually the Innkeeper Stein. Just to get a little bit better tier cards earlier. So we'll go ahead and upgrade. There we go. I'll take that. Got my Mechanome Interpreter, which I wanted, and a Springy Spriggan, which is good. So go ahead and play you. We'll bring you out. And we'll go ahead and play you over here. We'll play it on you because you're going to be with us forever now. And let's go ahead and give you a little bit more attack. And we'll go ahead and give you a little bit more, even more attack. You know what? Let's just go nuts with the attack. Why not? And we're just going to turn you into a total tank buster. There we go. Nice. All right. So Innkeeper Stein is nice. Obviously, Fireworks Fanatic is not the best. But we'll see what happens. All right. Moving on. Moving on to hopefully tier 4 next turn. At least with the refresh, I should start seeing Rickety Repair Bot would be phenomenal, especially with end of turn. I love end of turn with Mechs, particularly. There's a lot of really good end of turn cards, but I think Mechs have some of the best. All right. I think we're going to have a good enough health pool. Good. And he killed the guy that I needed him to kill. I'm glad. I was thinking to myself, please let me get that pointy arrow. At least get a little bit more value while I can. All the more reason Arcanatron would be great. It's a really quick early synergy with this dude here. First time you buy a minion each turn, get a magnetic satellite with its stats. Gain two gold, no more tavern 1 and 2s, gain 10 gold, or discover a magnetic mech. Whenever a friendly minion is magnetized, again, give it 3/3. We're going to go ahead and go with reusable batteries. I think that's a great card, and our tier 4 discovery was a Valiant Tiger, of which I have no beasts. So we're going to say goodbye to you. No, Macaw would trigger my Death Rattle, which would be good for an early Selfless Hero. Other good Death Rattles for Mechs, obviously, I could start farming pointy arrows, which wouldn't be the worst thing. Again, if I had a Arcanatron, that would be even better. But we got a little satellite. You see the little value there, so that's kind of nice. And then obviously a good synergy with the Metronome Interpreter. So go ahead and look at that. And man, they do not want me to have Mech 4s, do they? Question is, do I want to play for just the extra stats, or do I want to play for what are you doing here, game? What are we doing? What's going on here? What do we want to buff? Another bubble or a pointy arrow? We'll go pointy arrow. I'm gonna hold on to those 2 cards this turn. I don't know if I need the bubble. I'm starting to get some pretty big minions. I probably needed the bubble. Yeah, I just realized that, so it's okay. Well, we'll get 2 pointy arrows. Hopefully we get an Arcanatron and this ends up panning out. But, man, he's already got a Putricide's Creation, right? Look at that. Yeah, that guy stomped me. He got a Putricide sticker to craft a custom every 2 turns? Wow. That is a lesser trinket? There's a Rickety Repair Bot. We need... What is going on with my mouse, man? Cut that crap out. Jesus. Oh my god. This mouse is getting some really bad misclicks here. That was really dumb what I just did, but it'll pay off in the long run. Alright. I think I want to freeze for that Macaw. And I want to go ahead and start playing some of these juicy taunts here. Alright, so... Macaw is going to trigger my leftmost Death Rattle, which is going to be the pointy arrow, or is it a bubble? Now, we lost the last turn. I haven't fought this guy yet. He has been beating everybody. So let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to still stork these one more turn. Or do I just play him? I really wanted Arcanatron. 3/2 is a pretty significant value, and we're starting to get a pretty good slew of tavern cards. We're going to get another pointy arrow next turn. We're going to get the second Macaw next turn. Yeah, let's. I think I'll hold off on that. But we can go ahead and magnetize. Those aren't going to go anywhere. I'm going to continue to buff the Metronome Interpreter, and I know I did it again. I should have waited to use his... I should have traded. Although I don't know if that would really matter or not. I mean, he's going to be a one-shot dead anyway. Nice. Okay. Got an Ancestral Automaton factory started here. This will be a good little tank buster, but... Fortunately, I'm going to be trading minions, really. There we go. An extra bubble out of the... Oh my god, did you really bubble the Ancestral Automaton, my worst, weakest minion in the game? How dare you? How dare you? Well, at least hit him. That's alright. Man. Got some good... This guy's got some good cards already. But he gets one of these. That's just the I can't believe you have those kind of cards already. Alright, moving on. We're going to go ahead and pick up our bird. We're going to go ahead and pick up our pointy arrow. We're going to go ahead and flip. And we are still looking for Arcanatron. Or any mech at this point that doesn't stink. I'm willing to discover a minion and maybe freeze for that Annoyatron. Okay. I'll take another Ancestral, at least. I think my days of storking these pointy arrows have come to an end. We are definitely getting into late game where... See, another guy who's winning. Oh, he's doing a lot of ties, though. He's playing beasts, but I fought him once with dragon, so he pivoted hard. Okay. Okay. Well, for now, let's go ahead and buff you with an Ancestral Automaton. We'll go ahead and continue to... There's no Murloc, so the chance of poison is low. Not non-existent, but low. And I think we're going to do this. There we go. I'm still holding hope, man. I know I keep saying I'm not going to pull the trigger anymore on the... I like a bubble on him, though. I know I keep saying I'm not going to pull the trigger on a Canatron, but... At this point, man, that's a lot of stats I'm leaving on the board. Regardless, I might as well just hold out. I mean, you're talking another 15-10 on... oh, sorry, I'm on the wrong guy. 15-10 on a friendly mech. All right. Let's see what we can get done here, guys and gals. Ooh, I am so glad that Macaw didn't die. That would have really just ruined my day. Fortunately, I am not going to get the second pointy arrow. We're going to get another bubble. But hey, what a minion 2 bubble. Although no health pool and a ton of minions make this a little nerve-wracking. And he's only getting stronger, and he's got more beetles coming, and I think I'm in big trouble. I think Deck Tracker is 100% right. I don't see any percent chance of me winning, especially when he's buffing 13, 14 minions. And of course, let's hit the 1-star minion. Let's not hit any of the other minions like the 3 or the 4-star. Let's focus on the 1-star. That's how you can tell this game loves me. All right, we're going to go and scoop up that Annoya module and hopefully get ourselves... Ooh, a Wisp in the Shell would actually be really nice. Someone would have to go. Probably the Selfless Hero. $20 health is really hard to pass up, though. Jeez, this game is not liking. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything great here, really. All right, we're going to go ahead and dump the Selfless Hero. We're going to go ahead and give 20 health to... a Macaw. Maybe we can sneak out another taunt from him. And an Ancestral probably wouldn't be the worst thing just because I've already gotten quite a few of them. And I'm just going to have to play these out now, I think, at this point. I was really hoping to use these somewhere else, but... Although, did I beat this guy last time? I did beat him. All right. Well, I've already held out this long. The name of this video is going to be called "Where the F Are You? Why are you not activated?" I don't know. I got to come up with a catchy name for why I am not getting this card. But it is driving me nuts. It is in the game, right? We are still playing. I am still tier 4. Oh, that Leroy is going to ruin my day. Nice. Oh my god, what a snipe on that Leroy. I feel a lot better about that. Having 2 Ancestrals is nice, especially with the death rattle of an Ancestral because they buff themselves. I love self-healing boards. You typically don't see that except maybe... Look at all those pointy arrows. Except maybe sometimes. And there we go. I'm going to have to play at least one pointy arrow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 pointy arrows. We're going to play at least one more so we can buy him. Get our double stats for him. Nice. We'll put those back on the old... You know, I want to put those on the Hollow Rover. I think we're going to finally say goodbye. Let's buy the Hollow Rover. Okay, let's not buy the Hollow Rover. Okay, let's buy the Hollow Rover. Let's flip one more time. And do we just need to accept that we're not getting the one card we want? I know it's going to happen. You know it's going to happen. This happens to me in every game. You know I'm going to sell this card. And you know as well as I do, the refresh is going to be a freaking Arcanatron. I like that gold macaw, though. Can I scoop that up somehow? No, not this turn.
Nothing wrong with dreaming big.
This is whenever it attacks, get a random magnetic mech. All right, we're just going to go ahead and buff him up. I'm giving up. I lost faith. I'm a coward, guys. All right. So I'm happy with this. He could probably go. I probably should have played. Yeah, I should have done that. I really should have sold that technical elemental, put in the ancestral, and bought that card in hindsight instead of buying a 2/2, but it's done. I'd like to get a whirlwind on the Hollow Rover when I can, such that I get a little bit more value. I have no death rattles. This guy's probably like, why is this asshole golding a macaw? I sold all my death rattles. This is just the case of not thinking through my build. That was really dumb. I have nothing to gain value off that. Is there any good macaw? Are there any good death rattles for mechs? I want the gold now for the sake of having the gold. I want the discovery. That was really kind of funny. I just realized I did that. That's actually sadly hysterical. All right, let's go ahead and... That was a horrible purchase, but whatever. Another 20 battle cry is not bad. There he is, you son of a gun. Where have you been my whole life? You need to have more health because I need you to stay alive longer, okay? And did I win that last match? I was not paying attention. I was just daydreaming. Yes, I did win. Okay. So you're not going to do me any good. But we are now in the chili. Finally. We have no taunts. We have no death rattles to even get value out of. End of turn effects trigger twice. Significantly better value on an end of turn effect over a double death rattle. Are there any death rattles? I was starting to look through this. I think that macaw is going to go. Yeah. Yeah, he's going to go. Thanks for the service, bud. Let's go ahead and get you on the board. I would like to get him whirlwinded. Okay, I'm happy with that. A little bit of end of turn magic there for the old rickety repair bot. Not bad. I have no spells for the Arcanatron. This is, again, my whole build has fallen apart because I chased one card forever and then got it and realized that I didn't even need it. I would like to get a whirlwind on the Hollow Rover to scoop up that second free magnetic each turn. But other than that, I'm not going to be too sad. Although this guy's beetles are massive, and this freaking rune progenitor is just gobbling up stats. I'm not 100% sure this is the win of me winning. I'm not so convinced. He's going to keep pooping out beetles, right? One more set of beetles? No? No more sets of beetles? Okay. All right, I'm convinced. Don't doubt the deck tracker. And remember, the first card we buy is going to be a really good one. So let's get some good value on that first purchase. It's going to be a 3-5. But I do need bubbles on everything, so I can't pass that up. Let's get some pants. And maybe some more pants. And maybe some more pants. Nice. That is a great card to buy, especially considering I will get double the stats on it for the next turn. So that is a great place to park. All right. Who wants to be reborn? I don't know if it really matters. I guess probably the Ancestral. That would make the most sense. Right? And when you die, it doesn't matter what you do. When you die, it doesn't matter what you do. Arcanatron is the one that I'm kind of like bummed out about, honestly. Doesn't really matter who gets taunted. All right. Why didn't I pick the 68 instead of the 63? Because I wasn't paying attention. But I now have a Dr. Boom's monster that I will buy next turn. That will increase. I will get a second Dr. Boom's monster as part of my old reusable batteries, which is awesome. So that's really, really good value. Very fortuitous luck. All right. I think this build's coming along. I think against any other real build, I think a Quillboar build, I think an Elemental build absolutely crushes this. But I think in this kind of like weaker lobby, Vol'jin's helping out a lot, especially with the bubble stats. It's giving me a little more value. I have a significant amount of taunts with shields now, which is going to keep everybody off my Hollow Rover, which is good, which hopefully means my Hollow Rover gets to attack again and give me a little more value on my second discovery. Didn't happen that time, but now I am going to have a Wind Fury on him, so he will get to hit twice. So now spreading the taunts out don't matter as much anymore, which is good. And he's getting pretty juicy, so we're good there. All right, let's go ahead and scoop you up, Mr. Dr. Boom's monster. Huge value there. Huge, huge, huge value on that second magnetic. That was a great, great roll. I think just at this point, any magnetic is not a bad thing to have. Noisel would be awesome if I was playing undead. I am not. Let's go ahead and refresh the tavern with spells and freeze, potentially. End game spells that really make a good difference. These are all pretty poor spells, honestly. Increasing my max gold would have been great a long time ago. We're not really there anymore. Yeah, that's kind of lame, actually. All right, Dr. Boom's monster. We can go ahead and just make this guy huge. And let's just spread the stats around. He's my weakest, but I still think he's probably going to go. So to get that extra value on the bubble, we'll go ahead and put it on you. We'll lullaby you. And how about the fact that I never got a third Ancestral for gold either? All right, so there's a 137. He is our highest. And we're going to put him here. I mean, right? Are we missing something? The fact that, like, how bad has this tavern been? How bad has this game been for, like, everyone involved, including me, right? Like, think of, like, how I've gotten just very bad cards. I've kind of stumbled my way into the position I'm in. Drakari is helping, and, I mean, I have a 13-2 minion on turn 14, and we're still winning. That luck might come to an end here. This is a very, very strong Catacomb Crasher. Very, very strong. We'll see. Deck Tracker seems to think I'm okay. He's still in board buffing mode with having a Catacomb Crasher at the end. Not a bad move. But all of these magnetic ancestrals are starting to kind of overwhelm the opposition, which is good. But wait, there's more. All right, so I picked up another taunt, which is great, and a divine shield. Trying to divine shield out all my minions. Divine shielding this holobot is going to be huge. Let's go ahead and pick up some more divine shields. Or do I want to roll the... Do I want to risk it for the biscuit? Do I need another divine shield? Let me think here for a minute. He needs a divine shield. But that also means he's going to have a taunt. But that's okay. He's got the divine shield. He's going to hit twice now. Having a divine shield on him would be nice. I was just thinking if I wanted to try the gamble for another Dr. Boom's monster, honestly. That would be great value to get, like, early on. Especially with that reusable batteries, but didn't happen. Arcanatron obviously is my weakest minion. I will be ready to replace him now. I think my goal of playing zillions and dillions of spells and having fun doing it is come crashing to a halt. Yeah, I could freeze for that. A 416 isn't bad. Magnetized him, that'd be funny. To buff his stats. Okay. 155 remains the biggest. We'll go ahead and put it on another bubbled minion with some health. There you go. Yeah, we'll pick up the Mecha Jiraxis. I think we'll go ahead and dump Arcanatron. Not a whole lot of value being in there right now, unfortunately. Cannot believe I still have not found golds on a lot of these minions. It's pretty wild. Oh, wow. The Arcanatron actually comes through for something useful. And that was basically taking the sacrificial lamb, dropping from 20 health to 1 health or whatever it ended up being, which is great. These are some pretty powerful minions I have now. Been doing pretty good. I'm just sad that I had to taunt him to get the Wind Fury. I would love if I could find a pair of pants to remove the taunt on him. Just to see if, because I have other taunts in the rotation. I love Hollow Rovers getting double magnetics each turn. That's awesome. I don't know if that's going to quite happen. Oh, that's the end of the game. I'm still just chatting away. I'm just rocking and rolling. Hey, you know what? I think this calls for a doubleheader. I think that's what that calls for. Good game. I was not paying attention. Quick housekeeping, if you don't mind. Just answering some texts. All right. We got ourselves some demons, murlocs, nagas, quillboars, and undead with the Path of the Treasure Seeker, which is the refresh monkey. Zarek is awesome. Zarek is one of my absolute favorite heroes, just because you're going to be able to dupe a very, very strong hero. Now, in a game like this, where would that dupe come in handy? Probably a late game demon or a late game murloc. Infinite Toki is going to be great for refreshes on the Path of the Treasure Seeker. Probably more value in her on the refresh just because you're going to get better minion chances. And not that I'm going to force the refresh a ton, but I feel like if I'm playing alone, a one refresh with the 2 higher is probably not a bad thing to do. I was really considering the Zarek, though, primarily for a floating watcher. Assuming I got a gold floating watcher, duping one of those, and then feeding demons into it, basically having a really strong one with a second really strong one is pretty tough. Murlocs are in the game, which does mean poison is out there, so a taunted floating watcher may not, may not be the best. But man, I don't know. I gotta ponder this. I gotta ponder what I would have done. I guess it doesn't matter because I didn't pick them. Just thinking through this. Yeah, probably would have forced Demon with a Floating Watcher, maybe a Churgle Murgle late game, but no, I'm not really that sure. All right, we're going to go ahead and scoop up a Wraith Weaver, and then we're going to go ahead and bump the Tavern, which will give us a couple tier 3s, which would be nice if I could start cycling out some Felementals. But again, with the Demon, you are handcuffed, and I always talk about this, you are handcuffed to get a Soul Rewinder early on. If you don't get a Soul Rewinder early, you are SOL. So I'm going to have to pull that out of my hat quick. Hopefully we can make that happen. But 2 pink guys early on is pretty awesome with a Soul Rewinder. I would really like that. So we'll see. We'll see what we can get done here. So for now, we're going to go ahead and scoop up the other pink guy. We're going to bump the Tavern. And we're going to find nothing of value. I mean, we're going to play the gold coin because that's the right thing to do. But, yeah, I mean, is this fate telling me I chose poorly and I should be pivoting hard into Quillboar? I mean, man, those are some good cards. All I have is 2 pink guys. I'm freezing the Tavern. I think I'm going to switch. That's too much. An early prickly. I mean, to get a prickly and get +1 blood gems going into turn 4, pretty good. It's pretty good. All right. Well, thanks for playing, Carol. All right. Moving on. Yeah, I think so. I think it's happening. It's happening. Man, another careful investment. Who did this? He is a prickly piper. I mean, look, he's very prickly. You notice have you noticed that the Quillboar are very musical? I'm just making this connection. Are they always like? They're always like playing instruments or doing. I don't know. They seem like they're very. Maybe they're not. I don't know. Maybe that's just those two. Quillboar definitely have a look. They really do. They have very unique cards. They're always like you always see their hands prominently displayed. They're a fun tribe. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just the 2. I don't know. I thought we were getting a little musical theme going there. I was like, are we really getting all this music playing? But no, just the 2. Oh, Pokey, well, food. Maybe food and music. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's the Quillboar way. I'm not really sure. Let's go ahead and upgrade. I don't really know if a Sun Bacon Relaxer is worth buying, honestly. A tier 1 card. They're going to give it to me again anyway. Oh, a Fearless Foodie. Yes, please. We want our blood gems to do 1-1, of course. Man. I think these demons might go. Could swap them out and get a Sun Bacon Relaxer. I mean, I'm giving up 2-8 stats for 2-3, so I'm losing stats. But I am getting 2 blood gems, and it is a pretty strong Quillboar hand. We did just upgrade, though. Or do we just take a 1-1, the safe play? Let's go ahead and trigger that. It'll give us a little closer to the monkey. Yeah, I like that. And I'm going to let the pink guy go, and I'm going to let Overconfidence go. I think that's the right play. All right. Let's see what we have happen here. That's rude. That's rude. These are the old transition hands. Hopefully something magical comes of this. We will see.
Have you come to trade or waste your breath?
All right. Quillography set isn't bad. Your blood gems give 1 extra health this game. That's just a permanent, you know, that's not bad. Shadow Elixir would be phenomenal if I was playing demons. I am not. Buy your greater trinket sooner, which seems kind of silly. And then the first spell you cast each turn, you get a second time. Which blood gems are spells, by the way, guys. Aren't they? I assume that's why I was doing that. Well, either way, I still want this. I like this move a lot. Buffing your blood gems consistently is, I think, the right play. The question is, do I just upgrade and go straight to 4? I still don't have a blood gem economy yet, is a problem. We've been winning. No, we haven't. We've been losing. Let's go ahead and try to buy another minion. Let's get a little more minions over. There's our gold monkey. Okay. I like Thorncaller and a monkey. I think that's a smart play. Let's get our monkey on the board. And nice. We're going to sell you. We're going to put you on the board. We're going to put you on the board. We got 1 gold left. Let's go ahead and refresh. And I'm okay with that. Yeah, it's fine.
Rule number 1. Always exit strategy.
Looks like another loss, man. Buffing blood gems, I'm just not getting value in them. That's where I'm struggling. Early indication that I was in trouble. I was thinking about this. Had to be the fact that I never got the what's the dude's name? The guy that gives you a blood gem every time you play a Quillboar. Prophet of the Boar. Never got a Prophet of the Boar. That did alert me. I am now in like danger zone. I don't think I want to bite on an upgrade just yet. I think I need some better cards. There we go. That's a good card. That would help my Quillography set. For sure. Banner Boar is way better, though. Significantly better value on a Banner Boar. Okay. Let's go ahead and sell you. The monkey we are not keeping. We're going to play Banner Boar and a Gem Smuggler. Nice. Let's go ahead and buy that. Okay. So who do we want to live? Who's going to be with us till the end of time? Thorncaller and I guess right now our Thornweaver. Right, I guess. Bannerboard is going to be with us till the end, so he's going to get buffed to the moon. I hate having him that close, though. I know it's RNG, and any of them could get sniped. I hate buffing a card I'm going to sell. Like, I know I'm going to sell the Moonbake Jazzer. I don't care. But I'm afraid to put this... I want this guy to stay at the end because I want to get that Avenge to proc. Although this guy's minions are so weak, I don't know if the Avenge is going to proc. Need to kill some of my guys. Don't die. No. Kill more of my... There you go. Kill my guys. Nope, not that guy. Nope, keep focusing on one guy. Stop it. There you go. Alright. It triggered. I like that. I don't know what this Carol Room's doing. She missed a couple turns, and it's kind of a weird build. I don't know. Whatever. I guess good for sticking it out. We really need to upgrade the tavern. There's another gold monkey. We're not going to say no to that. And another moon bacon jazzer. We're not going to say no to that. So we're going to say goodbye to the Fearless Foodie. We're going to go ahead and play the old golden monkey. We're going to discover a tier 5 minion, which does us no good. So we're solely going to play that for some economy. Goodbye. We're going to pick up a moon bacon jazzer. We're going to re-roll. And then we're going to pick up another banner board for sure. And I think I'm going to freeze for the Thorn Collar. Now we can have banner boars buffing banner boars, which I like. Still, this moon bacon jazzer is going to keep getting buffed, though. I think at this point it's probably fine. I don't know. I just hate buffing a card I'm going to sell. At least there's some value. I probably would keep that card for another turn or two. Okay. We'll see what we get happen. What gets done here. My blood gems are scaling nicely. Getting some decent stats. I don't have like a god tier Quillboar yet. There's definitely some Quillboars I feel like I'm missing. But we're playing cards that are buffing. I am kind of future-proofing my hand. And I'm getting some value in the Quillography set. And I'm okay with that. A little bit of value trickling across. And we're winning. We're winning again, which is important. Pivoting into our greater trinket now. Hogwash Basin is huge. Play 3 blood gems on all your minions. I think that's kind of a no-brainer, honestly. We're going to go ahead and pick up Thorn Collar. And we're going to re-roll. And find nothing of value for our build. But now we can say goodbye to the Gem Smuggler. And now I can finally, honestly, truthfully, sincerely start buffing minions that matter with my banner boars. Because I'm going to keep these guys. Even though he needs to die, I need to get some pants on him. I don't feel bad now. At least I can start getting some decent value. Now, sitting on turn 4 for banner boar, or Quillboar rather, a bonker would be nice. Corrupted Bristler is the one I'm kind of surprised I didn't get. And a Corrupted Bristler sandwich would be huge. Especially in between, like I said, the old banner boar sandwich. We did find one single Fearless Foodie, which was great. We did find the Gem Smuggler, which was great. So I think we got some good tier 4 value out of there. And then 5, I mean, that 5 just opens up even more stuff. My biggest problem still, though, is my lack of blood gem generation. Pokey will probably be the next. I'm sorry, Prickly will probably be the next to go. I mean, 8-6, you know, I'd love to have more value for sure, but I feel like at this point, if Prickly isn't gold, it's kind of lame. So really, tier 5 opens up a lot of stuff for me. Obviously, some of those premier Quillboar that I would really, really want, but Drakari would be absolutely insane for some banner boars. So I think that's what we're going to be leveling up and trying to find. The playing three gems on each of my cards is great. Looks like this guy quit. He's got 0 health, so. Oh, this is weird. Look at his portrait. His Ambassador Phelan. That is not Ambassador Phelan, so I'm not sure what's going on here. This guy's just pixeled out or something. He got lost in the nether. So whether you were Ambassador Phelan or not Ambassador Phelan, sir, we tip our hat to you. We thank you for playing, and we move on. That's just the way it is. Another Moon Bacon Jazzer. I like it. And I said I was going to upgrade, but you know what? Oh, that was dumb. Why'd I press that button? Why'd I do that? There's our bonker. And yeah, let's go and get our banner board on the board first. And there we go. Dark Gaze Elder is huge. Let's go ahead and play you. I think we're going to go ahead and say goodbye to Prickly in exchange for a Bonker. Is it worth freezing for the Gold Monkey Discovery Tier 5? I don't know yet. And I want to get Dark Gaze Elder out. Is it worth selling a Moonbacon Jazzer? Probably. They'll put me at 6 minions. The Gold Monkey is a discovery. There's a chance. There's a chance it doesn't suck. I knew this was going to happen. Might as well use our hero power. Okay, we got a juicy turn next turn with another Fearless Foodie, which is nice. Fortunately, we're stuck with a Wisp in the Shell. Okay. There we go. But I like the fact that he's, you know, he's got the Whirlwind. He's going to target some lesser minions. He's going to get some good value. We're spreading the stats around. I'm okay with all this. It's a lot of blood gems coming out now. Blood gem train is rolling. 9-7, which isn't bad. I need to get some pants on my thorn collars to get some more value out of that, and I need to get a Quillboar that doesn't suck. But we got our Fearless Foodie coming out, which is good. We're going to scoop him up for sure. 2 blood gems isn't bad. We're going to go ahead and bump that. And there we go. The first time this survives damage each combat, it gains Divine Shield. Do I like that card? Does it help me? The first time, well, this is Wind Fury and Divine Shield. So it's going to hit, lose its Divine Shield, and then hit again and gain Divine Shield. It's not bad to be parked next to a banner board, honestly. I don't know if there's anything better for me to pick up than that. Okay. All right, spreading those stats around. Fortunately, my thorn collars are so deep in my rotation here. There we go. We'll see. We'll see if we can get some value. Might have kindly run up against one of my harder matches with some really good. Shows lethal for me now, which is a little scary. I don't know if I believe the lethal part. Maybe. Still got some. Well, geez, his skeletons are strong. He's got a lot of them. He's got 2 more coming out after that. You know what? That might be lethal. Noisel's still just sitting there, buffing the hell out of that board, as he does. And wait, there's more skeletons coming out. Oh boy. Yeah, I think I'm in big trouble. Yeesh. It's not enough to be lethal though, but it's not good. Did I at least get top 4? I did. Okay. I feel a little better about that. After a big loss like that, it's always a little worrisome. Oh, he did 40 damage. Gives you a hint about what he has. Some Nagas. We played against an AFK guy, so it means he won soundly. Do I want to upgrade? If I upgrade, I could refresh and I could buy 1 minion. Don't want to trade anything out for a gold monkey. Not really. I don't think I want to take that chance anymore. I think I'll take the overconfidence. But you know what I gotta say, honestly? This skill has sucked. I've been insanely disappointed with this skill. It's been very depressing. I have not seen much value in that skill at all. And honestly, there's a lot of cards, frankly, I have not seen this game, which is very frustrating. And I am making the best I can with stuff, but there's been a lot of kind of pivotal cards, I feel like. Yeah, I'm done. There's been a lot of pivotal cards that just have not showed up. I don't know. I'm not sad about this game. I don't know what I could have done different. I'm definitely glad I pivoted off Demon into Quillboar, because at least I didn't see a lot of great demons. Like, I don't think, I mean, I wasn't like focused, so maybe a floating watcher sneak by. I don't think I saw any floating watchers this game. I saw a lot of like tier 2 and 3 kind of mediocre cards. But a build like that with Naga, like, I have no shame. I mean, my Quillboars were coming along nicely. Not as nicely as that, but they were coming along nicely. And yeah, I'm glad I got to sneak 2 in. Thanks for watching. I'll be back again next week. Take care of yourselves.